Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Today we will be coloring from Girls with Music by Momo Girl. So this is the book that we're coloring from. Today we will be doing the mermaids and the piano. We have male mermaids. We have female mermaids because this is a male mermaid. We have, I guess this is I'm not sure if this is a merman in human form. You guys can't see the second picture. You can only see this picture right now, but that's okay. We'll color this picture. We'll color this side first. So how is everybody doing? Hello to the 4 people in chat. Say hello. Remember to keep yourself on live chat, not top chat. So this is a Korean coloring book from Momo Girl. So I hope everybody's doing well. If you go to Sorry, guys. I was just checking my phone. I keep getting messages from someone on my phone who's trying to. It's very. Hello, Robin. How are you? There's always someone who calls you during your stream. You know what I'm saying? Like someone will always. We have Pablos. We have Prismas. We have Polys if we need them. So if someone goes, we have all kinds of pencils. We can even get all the pencils out if we need to be getting them out. If I want, I can get my Black Widows out too. So don't feel like I don't have everything. I even have my Black Widows. So what color should we do? I think this is a rock, if I'm not mistaken. So this is, first pencil we'll use is the Black Widow's Cobra. So wow, 6 of you already. Hi, Robin. Hi, Kim. Hello to all the silent lurkers, to both Robins, Robin L. and Robin Loves Reading. So this is Rattlesnake. Now this is like a brown color. You know, and I like the Black Widows for a lot of different reasons. I'm good. I watched some Titans the other night. I actually caught up on Teen Titans. I was kind of surprised that they cast Ian Glenn for Bruce Wayne. So that was really nice that they did that. I kind of am looking forward to seeing what happens when Richard Grayson, aka Dick Grayson, takes on the Nightwing costume and what that costume is going to look like. And I found my swordfish sharpener, so I was very happy because I was like going crazy last night trying to find it. How are you, Michelle? That is, this is Cobra from the Black Widows. This is from the Cobra set. Good, was using a. You know, it's always fun when you guys come in here and join me, so I'm really happy. Hopefully, we won't have the same issues that happened yesterday. You know, I like to do books that you guys don't get to see me do really often. So, I'm thinking this merman needs to have yellow. I don't know why, but I think he would be better as. Today, for whatever reason, I want to work with my Black Widows. Really, really want to work with my Black Widows. And this is a color called Dark Tan, and this comes from the Scorpions. As you could see, I use it quite a lot because it's tinier than my other. This is Dark Tan. Done, guys. If you guys want to go closer, I can go closer. So if you guys want to see what I'm doing. I did get a new tripod because my old tripod, what happens is the stand that it's on keeps coming off and then the camera comes off. So then it's like at an angle. I really like the new tripod. It's an upgraded version of my old one that I had. But I also like that this tripod, the stand is round rather, you know how a stand is, like usually they give you the square. They give you a square tripod. This one is round, so I like that it has. I like the new tripod. It actually has longer legs than my original one. As you can tell, I'm able to do a little bit more. I'm able to do a circle with it. So the real test will be when I bring it downstairs and I do more flip dos. Actually, you know what's funny about the flip dos is, guys, as I'm going through the box where I have all the books, I'm starting to run. The box is starting to get smaller, which is a good thing. So. Now I want to do her hair. And this is called Sunburst. This comes from the skin tone of Black Widows. Now I put all my Black Widows together just because it's easier for me to do a lot more with them. Hi Pam. We are coloring in Girls with Music by Momo Girl. You buy this book on Etsy. I left the link down below, guys, where you can purchase this book. So, you know, I'm using my Black Widows today, but we'll use other stuff too. So when we do skin tones, I'm going to have to bring in other colors. See, this is rock too. So we're going to probably need a different color for that. So here's the swordfish in action, guys. If you've never seen the swordfish, I love this sharpener. This is like my favorite purchase. And they're like going for, sometimes you can get them for like $12 or $15 online. So, oh no. It seems stuck again. That's okay, I have other pencil sharpeners. Yes, click everybody's bell. Remember, if you guys have a channel, put a heart up. If you guys have channels, put a heart up so other people can visit your channel. So that way we can share the love. Now this color is called Irish Green. Oh, that's an interesting way of doing it. Well, I film with a camera, Michelle, a webcam. I used to, because me and my mother used to be doing everything with our phones. So when my mother had an unlimited plan, I was able to stream a lot with my phone, and then the bill got too high, according to my mother, for unlimited. So then I decided, you know what, I want a webcam. So I asked my mother for one of those during Christmas because I had seen that Sammy and Deity started using webcams. So I thought it'd be better to get a webcam, and I was going to buy one during the holiday, and my mother said, no, I'll buy you one for Christmas. So, you know, webcams are very useful. Isn't it? I think the Black Widows for a budget pencil are highly underrated. These are Black Widows, Pam, and they're only $17 a set. If you buy them on Amazon, each set is $17, and there's 5 sets of them. So, as you can see, I put all my Black Widows in a case, and I arranged them by number order by what the set is. So you can see these are your regular Black Widows, and then I have the other side, I have my Cobras, my Scorpions here, more Scorpions on this side. Then I have the skin tones, the light skin tones, then the dark skin tones. You really should, because they're like only $17, and I've heard that they're coming out as possible with buying them in open stock. So keep that in mind when you are thinking about buying them. I would absolutely recommend the green. Hi, Diana. I would absolutely recommend getting them, and this is Venom. Oh, that's hard because you know what? It depends on what I'm using it on. And, I love markers right now. So, for me, it's hard because depending on what I'm doing. Like, if we're talking about layering pencils, I would say Prismas are my favorite for layering and doing things like that. But yeah, open stock, and a bigger set one day soon. So this is CB04. This is Venom. So oh guys, the one pencil set that I would avoid buying, really guys, if you ever are looking for cheap pencils, there's one set that I would stay away from, and they're called diamond driven pencils. They're the absolute worst pencils I've ever. No, none of the sets repeat colors. That's what makes as a color. Oh, I didn't realize that I had a blank space there. And that I need to do that as an Irish green. Now I need to find my Irish green again. But for me, the best sets of pencils. Hi, Beth. Hello to everybody coming in the room. We're coloring with black right now. And Pablos. I like Pablos. Pablos and Prismas are very good for layering pencils. Straight coloring I use, if I'm doing straight coloring and I need darker tones or lighter tones, then I use my Pablos. There's certain things that I like about the Pablos. I love the browns in the Pablos. Polychromos has the best browns. The best reds go to Prismas. Sorry guys, I want you guys to see that. And I must say the legs on this tripod are a lot easier than my old tripod. Diamond driven colored pencils are the worst pencils to get because they have no color, no pigment. They're very cheap, but be careful when you buy $20 sets because you get what you pay for. I do not like those pencils at all because they have no pigment, no color. They're horrible pencils. The Amazon, let's put it this way, Amazon Basics. If I had to get that, if it came down to a choice of diamond driven pencils or Amazon or even Crayolas, I would buy Crayolas over the other two. That's just how much. I know that a lot of people like Amazon Basics, but I'm not crazy about them. But I know there's some people who love them and do beautiful work with them. I might actually give those away to somebody. I just haven't decided yet. And this is Venom. Remember, the Black Widows are always named after. But you know what it is when you start buying more expensive pencils, Michelle? Here's the thing about budget versus the artist pencils. Now, there's some very good budget-friendly pencils, but once you start working with things like Prismas, Lyras, Polychromos, Pablos, you're going to find that you may like them a lot better. Because The quality is different. I'm not saying that every basic pencil it doesn't compare to an artist pencil, but every pencil is going to be a little bit different. This is Girls with Music by Momo Girl. Other sellers out, the seller that I like to buy books, the two that I like to buy books from Etsy, when buying anything that's a Korean coloring book or anything that is an Asian coloring book, you go to Etsy. You can go to Yes Asia to buy Korean and Japanese and Chinese books, or even what is the other one? The other seller, AliExpress. But when you buy from AliExpress, I've never had a good time buying from them personally because all the books have come damaged from them. So I've not had a good experience with AliExpress. Now some people have had a good. Yes, I have Castle Art pencils too. Where did I put the Castle Arts? No, everybody's going to feel different about pencils. I like to do books that I've not colored in a lot because it's just fun to color in them. I know I need to go back to that Kirby pick that we started. But there are other artists that you guys should be aware of. Like, I'm thinking maybe if we finish this picture, I'll get to do a Sheila Wolf image on camera because I know a lot of people haven't gotten a chance to know her art yet. Next month, there's no color along on this channel, so we're taking a break from color alongs. And for me, that's a big deal to hold on, guys. I just want to try something. I got to do something. That wasn't supposed to happen. Gotta try and find where that loose pencil came in because my pencil sharpener got jammed. When the pencil sharpeners get jammed, you have to fix it. Usually they sharpen very nicely, which means it's still stuck. We are using Black Widows. And when this sharpener gets stuck, guys, you have to go around like this. I'm trying to find the thing that's stuck. Okay, found where it's stuck. Found where the sharpener is. The little point got stuck. See, it got stuck in a weird place that it's never gotten stuck before, so I don't know what's going on with this, which means I don't have a good sharpener for the Black Widows. Nothing's going to work on these. The only thing that works on these is the swordfish for the Black Widows that I found. They are good, but they're hard to sharpen, so keep that in mind. This is an M&R sharpener that I'm using right now. This is the other sharpener I recommend if you're going to get a... See? That's the problem with these. They break really easily. They break so easily. I can't dig out the tip. It's not digging it out. See, Kim, I can't dig out the tip because the tip is... It's really hard to get to the tip. See, I see where the tip is. It's just hard to get to where the tip is. And I don't have a paintbrush on me to get it out. Wait a minute, maybe I do. That I damaged the brush in that process. See, that's the problem with some of these sharpeners. If they get stuck really badly, you can't just get them, and I don't have a set of tweezers either that's tiny enough to get in there. See, I can't get in the tip in there. The tip is stuck. What do you mean, tap it out? Yeah. Thank you. Kim, thank you. Kim is our resident fixer. Excuse me, guys, while I clean out the shavings that required. That required a lot of shavings. Thank you, Miss Kim. See, but these pencils have a tendency to break very easily. That's the only downside to the M&R sharpener. Let me put it back in. See? Let me squeeze it back in. Yes, Kim is good at that. She knows how to do that. I've never had to tap it out. Usually I dig it out with a... See how sharp these come out? And it didn't even break the point. The sharpeners do break the point of it. So keep that in mind when you're using these pencils, that they have really hard to sharpen them. No, that wasn't the Venom pencil. That was the other pencil. Now I'm looking for the Venom. I can't find them. This is Scorpion. What happened to my Venom? Uh-oh, I lost the pencil here. No, I don't have the pencils. Ah, there we are. We found it. See, but this, I've never had to tap out a pencil like that before. It's really stuck in there really good. Here's the thing. Certain pencils work really good on certain sharpeners, and then other pencils don't work really well. Like, the thing that I like about the Swordfish is that they work really, really well for a lot of different pencils. Okay. Now, here's how you work with pencils if you're heavy-handed. And I had to learn this from Jennifer Stay. Now I'm going to take out a little sketch. I'm going to take out my sketchbook, which I have here. And I'm going to show you something that I learned from Jennifer Stay from Coloring Pages Bliss. Now, and I was looking for that. So here, when you're doing 3 pencils, I really should do this with another pencil. Okay, so just so you get an understanding of how to work with pencils. So you got light, medium, and heavy. Now, when you do light, I'm going to draw a circle, medium, and heavy. Now, when you do light, when you want to go light, you hold your pencil farther back than what you would do. Like, here's what light would be for me. I'm like, so here's how you do light. You go hold your pencil farther back. Now, if you want to go medium, you hold it closer. Now, when you go heavier, you hold it closer. So that's how you do your pressure points, as I was taught how to do it. Now, Jennifer Stay has the rule of 3s. Now, the rule of 3s is basically this, but she does a circle. So it's basically the same principle with any pencil. If you want to go lighter, I understood going lighter and dark. Jennifer Stay has a really good class on it. There are people who explain this much better than I do, but that is the basic way that they teach you how to do it. Rule of 3, as we're taught how to do it. Everybody is going to bring something different to the table when they color. I don't color in circles, but I understand the concept. Now, some people really don't explain the concept well. But I find that if I color and I do the concept myself, and Jennifer Stay really helped me understand what light, medium, and heavy were, Robert. And I think a lot of times we don't give Jennifer Stay a lot of credit because she does a lot of work for a lot of people in this community. Their name has to be Hannah in the first name. Sorry, Jack Hannah does not count. It is going to be Hannah November, which means basically Hannah Carlson, Hannah Lynn. Are going to be what the color is along, what my color along is in November. October, I'm not doing a color along because I did Creative Haven August, Magical September, and then in November I'm doing Hannah November. So I want to have a month where I'm just like not doing anything, and I just want to do things that I enjoy coloring. So I just want a month where I'm just enjoying the process. So, alright guys. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my tea. So, yeah, I'm drinking some tea. So that's the way to do, like, and everybody does something different with their books. I've always envied those people who can do like multiple colors and just do crazy colors with their skins. See, and I'm starting to run out of these colors, so I know I'm going to have to buy full sets again soon. Green tea. That was the last of it too that I drank. I have not been feeling well, so I've been drinking some tea to give me strength up. So this is the Venom color. And then that. Yes, they're all different colors in each set, but they all. Only thing, Robin, is if you try to buy from another country, they don't always ship to the U.S. That's the thing you have to remember about international, and then you have to pay custom fees. So sometimes you can't even get the things that are open stock unless you pay a very high open stock fee. But what I would really like is what I've heard is really good for health, but I don't like ginger for whatever reason. Whenever I drink ginger, it just doesn't taste well for me. The people are saying that you need to put ginger in your tea to prevent you from getting. That's part of this. Then this is part of him. So this is part of his. Yeah. I don't really know is that part of the. Thank you, Robin, for getting in contact with them. But I don't really use my Black Widows all that often, but I do like to use them in projects. So, but for me, Robin, I think it would actually be good to buy new sets. But then that way I'll have a replacement colors. Really, do you like it, Ginger? I'm glad you like that, Michelle. It's not one of my favorite books that they put out, but I still like the art in it. Doesn't mean the art is bad. Just means it's different. And I don't believe this is going to be a one stream picture, guys. This is probably going to be at least a 3 or 4 stream picture. Because there's a second page to this spread. Now I want to color the guy's eyes. I want to make that purple. This is called pastel purple. It is SCO2. Really? I didn't know that. Robin? I can't do the stevia because last time I did the stevia, it made me very sick and ill when I put the stevia in my coffee. I'm thinking that I'm going to do a blue background for the picture. Sometimes it's just instinct, and sometimes it's just a plan. It also depends on the paper of the book. The paper determines what you use. Like if I'm doing a create space paper, then I use markers in my create space books. Oh wow. Robin, that's a very good husband. So then you do that. Oh, purple. Now to do the man's skin tone, the male. So this is called snow. This is the white in the skin tone, and this is the light skin tone, SL05. Now I go light to dark with skin tone. Some people go dark to light, but I never learned how to do that. Go dark to light. So it's a very different way to do it. So now, excuse me, while we get our prismas. Prismas always come into my thing. Eggshell from the prismas. This is PC 140. Now we're using prismas. And this book, Girls with Music, I think is even more spectacular than the first one. Don't get me wrong, I love the first one, but I think the second one is better. Now, some people argue that the first one, Girls with a Poem, is really nice, but I think a reason that some people have said that they don't like this book as much as they like the first one is because this book has more spectacular stuff in it, and it has a little bit more feeling of, there's more grayscale pictures in this one. This is Deco Peach. That's a long time to be married. 37 years. Seashell Pink. Yes, God bless you with so many beautiful children and grandchildren. That's a wonderful thing, Robin. Seashell Pink. This is a darker pink, but gives you a nice flesh tone. I have the tutorial book, but I have not actually used the tutorial book because I have to translate the text with Google Translate, and then I have to activate the wireless on it because a few months ago I went over my service plan, so I deactivated some of the apps that required wireless. Salmon Pink. This is like an orangey color. like an orange pink, but and you see that I'm going lightly with the colors. Like I'm not forcing the colors, but they're all starting to blend. Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, that's a wonderful thing. My brother just had his second baby, another daughter that he named Sire Ray, and she's beautiful. He named her Saya. Oh yes, I did, but not everybody. My other niece Hazel is walking already, but she already my brother showed a picture of the baby Hazel looking at her new baby sister, and she goes and says, "Get out." So it's a funny picture, you know how children are that age. So you know how children are. Now this is nectar. Now you add nectar when you want to make the skin tone a little bit darker. Yes, another little niece for me to spoil later on. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful, Robin. And then now this is light peach, and this is the final part of the coloring. This is when we blend all the colors together. And remember, if you guys ever do skin tone too dark, tip number one, use a white pencil. But I put down white as the first color so it would not be as dark. You know, when I first started coloring skin tone, it was a really interesting thing because my first skin tones were done in a Selena Finette book. So, you know, and sometimes you look at your early pictures and you're like, I really don't like them now. But, you know, sometimes those pictures are good because they show you how much progress you have made. So they become older and then they become teenagers. I don't really use burnt sienna that much as a skin color, but then again, everybody is going to color with a bit of a different flair for their books. Everybody's going to do something different with their books. And everybody colors skin tone differently. I've seen people color with purple in their skin tones. I've seen people use browns. I've seen people do greens in their skin tone. So now we are going to use a polychromos. Yes, Grace likes her polychromos. Now, this is a color that you'll see a lot of people using their skin tones, but now this is a color that people use in their skin tones when they use polys, but I use it more as rocks color, and this color is called cinnamon. Some of you know I have, I like this color, but I like it more for like wood. And yes, I am going to do a blue sea for the background, but the background is going to be the last thing we color. Oh, I do want to make those bubbles purple. For whatever reason, I like to do them purple. Just think the purple always looks nice. Yeah, Sammy does pictures on a whole nother level. It's like when I look at Sammy and Belinda when they do their skin tones, Belinda also has a gift for skin tones with Copics. This is Manganese for Violet. I've already decided that this is going to be red. So I love this picture so very much. I'm glad I chose this picture because those who know me know I really love doing mermaids and fantasy stuff, so hence Magical September was born. And this is the yearly color along that I like. Don't get me wrong, I love doing Creative Haven too, but this is really one of my and Creative Haven has a lot of books that fit right into this category too. But I saw this picture and I knew I wanted to do it, guys. I said if I finished the other picture, we would do this one. I'm really loving that, but I'm like, something in me is telling me blue, blue, blue. You need blue. But I'm really pretty blue. Like something that's really, really stunning. Guess I'm going to be doing the background. And I don't color like the way that most people color. Most people color the way, most people just, I like to color whatever I feel to color. Now, this is going to be called Middle Patalo Blue. So, yeah, that works. Watercolor would be a lot quicker for me to do in this book, but because I'm not yet efficient with my watercolor, I don't feel comfortable throwing in watercolor. Some people have put watercolor in this book, and it just came out stunning when I saw what they did with their watercolors. The book that I do a lot of watercoloring in probably would be probably Lost Ocean, because I don't like every picture in that book, to tell you the honest to God truth. But I do like this blue. I've seen people do beautiful work with Crayolas. I've seen people do beautiful work with Amazon Basics. I've seen people do beautiful work with Artisas. I've seen people do very nice work with a lot of different mediums. Watercolors. It's like an interesting thing, Robin. Sometimes you'll find books that for color lines that you didn't expect, and they fit the theme of your month really well. And sometimes I have an idea going, I want to color in that book today because I like that picture. That picture speaks to me. Sometimes we have pictures and I'm like, I want to color in that. I have tried them and I did not like the watercolor pencils. To tell you the honest to God truth, I did not like the watercolor pencils, but then I'm not proficient. I think the second book is different. I don't think she changed her style so much as her style evolved. Momo Girl. Um, for what I find is that some people do styles and their styles are really nice, but sometimes they have to change it up a little bit. And I call it an evolution. Sometimes you'll see something in a second book that wasn't in the first book, but you're like, oh, I like this because this is different. It's an evolution of her style. As much as they made it fit their narrative. See, and this even sharpens the polys. What happens is with certain pencil sharpeners, they're thinner, and then other pencils are thicker. What I like about this one is it does my prismas, my polys, my luminants. My luminants are very hard to sharpen. I love small pencils. Miss Sammy calls me a pencil criminal. We all know how Grace loves her blunt tips. Remember, I'm a criminal according to Miss Sammy. That's a joke, guys. It really is not meant to be serious. I'm just joking. Well, here's the way I view if a pencil gets small. That means I've done it. I've done the job. Small pencils do not bother me, Kim. And what I really want to do is start. What I really want to start doing is using more of my books that I already have. I just don't want to keep buying books and not using what I have, you know. This is orange. This is orange glaze. I know I said I was going to do red, but I think, honest to God, this orange looks better. No, I am not on the Victorian color line. Um, it just doesn't. And when I join color alongs, it's either I have to be in the mood for them, and since I'm doing Magical September, it was just easier for me to stick to doing what I was doing. I've seen some lovely pictures from there, people. I'm not on the streamathon for that, Robin. But there's some lovely people doing some lovely work for that color along. Now, let's see, what color should I make the tail? I think she'd like that, Kim. That's a very nice thing to do for your neighbor. I think your neighbor will appreciate that gift. Okay, guys, 21 more minutes. Scarlet red. Mermaid's tails don't have to be green, you know that. Guys, recently I was watching a video and they had this book of mermaids called The History of Mermaids. I think it was Jessica Robinson's channel. And she had this beautiful book on it called, oh, that's nice, Robin. Hi, Gray. Hi, Natalie. This is Girls with Music by Momo Girl. This is her second book. This is the second coloring book. She has another book where it's a tutorial book on how to color faces and things. So this is the second coloring book. Right now we're using a polychromos. Yes, please thumbs up my video, guys. This helps me with the playback and the views. I'm not a big planner fan, but that's probably just because I don't use them, and I know a lot of people like them. They're very popular on YouTube. I see the views those videos get. So right now we're using our polychromos. This, I believe, is part of the piano. And I'll tell you something, guys. We will continue this on Friday if I do not finish it today, which I do not think we'll finish it today. I'm not sure what color we're going to do the piano yet, so that's still up for debate. But one piece at a time, you know what they say. One. I like this red. It just pops. You know, certain colors just pop. It's like I didn't intend for them to pop, but they do pop. I know. I love when people get those things in Amazon. It makes them, you know, I love seeing when people get falls and they get all those wonderful gifts. You know, the thing is too, you have to figure out. You know, I haven't bought any new art supplies in a while because of, you know, the things I've been doing for my brother with the comic book collection. So, you know, the thing about the polychromals, and I've even said this about them, that I don't really blend and mix with them. I use them more for when I want to do bright, vivid things with them. It is. It brings you great satisfaction to know that you can bring joy to somebody else's life. You know, because I've had to buy bins, I've had to buy supplies and everything for this. So that way I'm organized, my brother's organized. You know, so it's that's one of the reasons why I haven't been buying a whole lot of books and supplies. See, this is the piano. New colors being added. You know, I think a lot of people, and this is middle cadmium red. So for whatever I have extra, I tend to try and save if I'm going to need it for a vacation or if I'm going to a convention like Comic Con. So we'll do the tail. What I want to do is finish the tail, and then we'll come back to this next week, guys. So now what I want to do her skin too. So we'll finish doing her tail, and then we'll finish doing the skin. We're not done yet with the stream because we still have to color this part of the tail and we still have to color her skin and then we'll be done. So we're not done with the stream yet. And you know what, guys? I actually want to finish. I want to continue doing this picture past one stream. So we'll probably do this again on Friday because with this book, I just love coloring in it, and I don't get a chance to color in it too often. When I saw this picture, I was like, I have to color in this. This fits the theme perfectly of what this month is about. It's about magical creatures, and there's a lot of mermaids in this and other stuff in this too. So oh, that just bothers me. I don't know why that bothered me. You know, I try to come to everybody's stream that I possibly can because I want to support everybody in the community. But there are some people in the community that I don't get to watch their streams until I get home and watch their streams back. So, and you can't please everybody. You know, in life, I'm learning that I can't please everybody. So that came out. I love that color with the red. Well, it took me a long time to realize that, and then as I got older and I got more wise about streaming, just so you guys see how big the picture still is. That's a lot. Like, I would love to go to some of the Tuesday streams, but I'm working. Like, I don't always get to go to all of Sammy's streams. I don't always get to go to Kate's stream. But the nice thing about the live streams is that when people play them back, they can always watch them back. You know, some of us have real life jobs that we have to actually work at. Mhm. Thank you, Robin. I know you read super fast, Robin. And you know, I still got to edit some videos and format them to be in the YouTube format. And also some of the pictures, and a lot of people don't know this, that some of the pictures in this book are a little bit grayscale too. They have some grayscale stuff in them. The only thing that I wish they wouldn't do with the two-page spreads is have them go right into each other. Not that I don't mind two-page spreads, I just don't like them when they go in there. Oh God, that's totally embarrassing. For me, I find work therapeutic because it gives me something to do and I'm making money. And it gives me time to do the things I need to do so I can do other things that I enjoy, like this. I'm lucky if I read anything. Because right now I'm reading The Witcher and I haven't been able to read because I'm doing the comics, and then if I'm not eating, I'm not working, I'm doing the comic books for my brother. So he's just, I think we're going to just finish the tail and then we're going to be done, and I'll do her skin tone the next stream. So. Yes. I think I changed my mind. I think we're gonna do her skin next stream. So then after stream, I'm gonna go make myself some sandwiches and get myself a late lunch. Had a late breakfast this morning. So I'm not sure who's on. I think maybe Michelle is on after me, right? Or did you already stream today, Michelle? I like this red. This red is really stunning. The name of this color is Scarlet Red. So that's what we'll do today, guys. So this is what we've done today. We did a lot in this picture. So that's what we've done today. So guys, thank you so much for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. So bye everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. And I think Michelle is next, and I think there might be someone else streaming too. Usually there's two people streaming right after I'm done. Bye, everybody, and enjoy your lovely weekend and happy coloring.